Two of the many skills that I'll be addressing in my final project are speaking and working also in a group. The speaking skill is really important, being able to make proper oral presentations and speaking thoroughly and clearly, making eye contact, and just being able to be knowledgeable about the subject that they are presenting is extremely important. And I find that a checklist is very helpful, considering that students can be able to use this to help them reflect upon what they need to do in order to be successful in carrying out this task. So some things that this checklist mentions is I studied and learned the topic I am speaking on. I am at ease, not nervous. I make eye contact with everyone. I am clear and concise when I speak. The way I present is interesting. I use an expressive voice, move around, and so forth. This is really important because I know I have a lot of students during my presentations who just stand there and they speak very with a monotone voice, or they don't even speak clearly at all and you can't even hear them. Another one I like is my audience learns something new when I speak, which is always nice, so you're really keeping the audience engaged. What I say makes sense and flows logically. My presentation has a beginning, middle, and end. I ask and answer questions clearly and with detail. I use visuals, and I practice before I present. I think this is really important, again, because I know for my project I will be having students make presentations on the historical scene they will be creating after reading the Red Badge of Courage. And I want them to not only be able to present a wonderful, wonderful project, but I want them to be able to speak clearly about what they made, why they made it, use supportive details from what they used from the novel and placed into their project, and maybe some outside research as well. My next rubric or assessment tool, which is a rubric, is a group task rubric, and students will be doing a lot of group work where they'll be getting together in groups, doing some discussion questions with their group about certain chapters and so on. And it's very important for them to be able to not just work in a group and have one person do all the work, but for all of them to do the work. And again, this would enable us to kind of get through the novel, have a more meaningful time reading the Red Badge of Courage, and be able to get to our final project time. So the group task rubric consists of understanding the task, completion of the task, group process, communication of findings, and problem solving. I find that understanding the task is very important. We have rating 1. We demonstrated an in-depth understanding of the content, processes, and demands of the task. We have completion of the task. We fully achieved the purpose of the task, including thoughtful, insightful interpretations and conjectures. Group process, we used all of our time productively. Everyone was involved and contributed to the group process and product. Communication of findings, we communicated our ideas and findings effectively, raised interesting and provocative questions, and went beyond what was expected, which is really important. I really want my students to be able to ask each other questions and not just answer questions that I give them. I would like them to just continue to generate the conversations that they have. And also problem solving. Problems did not deter, and they were working proactive and worked together to solve problems. They weren't picking on each other. They were encouraging each other and building each other up. So again, two of a few of the tasks or the specific skills that I would like to incorporate in my project is, again, speaking and also working in groups effectively where we can have a good outcome.